Food in the 1900s versus 2000s. Which was healthier? In the 1900s, food was fundamentally different. It was real. People ate what they grew or bought from local farmers. There were no artificial preservatives, no high-fructose corn syrup, no trans fats, and no laboratory-created flavor enhancers. Bread was just flour, water, salt, and yeast. Meat came from animals raised on pasture, not factory farms pumped full of antibiotics and hormones. The average American in 1909 consumed food that was minimally processed. Meals were cooked from scratch at home using fresh, seasonal ingredients. There was no such thing as ultra-processed foods, the category that now makes up over half of modern Americans' diets and is linked to heart disease, obesity, and numerous health problems. No chemical contamination. The 1900s predated the industrial chemical revolution. Food was grown in soil that hadn't been saturated with decades of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. You weren't consuming microplastics with every meal or ingesting endocrine-disrupting chemicals from food packaging. The food chain hadn't been contaminated by industrial pollutants. You could trust that an apple was just an apple, not a delivery vehicle for dozens of chemical residues. Food was medicine, not poison. The case for 2000s food being healthier. Food safety revolution saved countless lives. Let's be brutally honest. Food in the 1900s regularly killed people. During the early 20th century, contaminated food, milk, and water caused typhoid fever, tuberculosis, botulism, and scarlet fever. The deadliest foodborne outbreak in U.S. history occurred in 1924 to 25. By the 2000s, pasteurization, refrigeration, and food safety regulations virtually eliminated these deadly diseases from the food supply. Modern food processing, when properly executed, protects public health on a massive scale. Nutritional science eliminated deficiency diseases. Public health policies focused on nutrition deficiency because deficiency diseases were killing thousands. These diseases had virtually been eradicated through food fortification and nutritional knowledge. The average American in 2000 faced zero risk of scurvy, pellagra, or rickets, diseases that were death sentences in 1900. Modern medicine mitigates food-related illness. Even when foodborne illness occurs, modern medicine can treat it effectively. Antibiotics, IV fluids, and advanced medical care prevent deaths that would have been inevitable in the 1900s. While foodborne disease causes approximately 600 million illnesses globally, modern healthcare dramatically reduces mortality compared to the pre-antibiotic era. The real problem is choice, not the food supply. The obesity epidemic and chronic disease crisis aren't caused by the absence of healthy food, they're caused by the abundance of unhealthy food and poor choices. The 2000s food supply includes both ultra-processed junk and the healthiest, most nutritious foods ever available to humanity. Someone who chooses organic produce, grass-fed meat, whole grains, and minimally processed foods can eat better in 2000 than anyone possibly could in 1900. The problem isn't that healthy food is unavailable, it's that unhealthy food is cheap, convenient, and aggressively marketed. The solution isn't to romanticize the past when people literally died from contaminated food and nutrient deficiencies. It's to regulate the modern food industry better while taking advantage of the unprecedented access to safe, nutritious, diverse foods that previous generations could only dream of. Which era had healthier food? The early 1900s, using mainly unprocessed foods, or the modern 2000s, which provides unprecedented food safety and variety? Comment below and let us know, and don't forget to subscribe.